Today we are bunker hunting 5 hidden ones scattered throughout the Commonwealth. The first one has some gold in it, so let's get right to it. Our beginning location is Sanctuary, the first place you come across after you exit the vault. Or, well, if you're not crazy, maybe you go around it. Either way, head on over straight to it and start heading northeast. You'll see a little break in the hedge here with some collapsed trees, and you'll want to go into the root cellar. Turns out having a crazy prepper neighbour was a really good idea. It seems this place even still has a bit of light going on. And it's got these lovely gold bars, 3 of them. You can trade them in for a large amount of caps or keep them, as gold can be a little rare to come by. Honestly, they are worth much more as items to barter or sell if you maybe need something to give you a little leg up in the early game. I personally have used them to go to Vault 81 and trade them for Overseer's Guardian in the past with a really high charisma build. There's a safe, lots of food, as well as some purified water and other goodies for you to get. Lots of good starting items, aid as well. You can even sleep here for your survival run, although there's a lot of good beds in Sanctuary, so, you know, each to their own. Our next bunker has a lovely view of the Nuka World Transit Center. It's right over here, guarded by a raider. We'll be able to get some chems. It looks like the remains of the airplane that came down next to the killing fields of the Fort Hagen satellite array. The relay tower OBB, when you activate it, will give it a distress call that will bring you over to here. But not a lot of people ever see this bunker. It's easy to miss. You normally see the raider and you kill him and you don't think twice about going inside. Turning the ham radio off will cut the signal. You can get some psychotats, a jet, a little chem cooler you can unlock for maybe some other goodies. Let's see what we can find. I always worry about embarrassing myself with a novice lock on camera, but it looks like that one wasn't too bad. And that's all she wrote in here. Baseball bat and a 10mm round. Let's head on to our next location, which is a little further to the northeast. Another one that is often completely overlooked. It is found between the National Guard Training Yard and MedTech Research, really in the middle of nowhere. Found after you activate Relay Tower OMC. You'll be able to come on over here. You'll find the ruins of a little house. Not much going on inside, but let's go into the basement. Another ham radio you can deactivate. Have a little look around. Some pretty cool posters in here. Other loot, including a little safe. Not bad, not bad. Other items dotted around here, and what appears to be more to the bunker, but obviously it all got sealed in after the bombs fell. So, now that we've had a little look-see around here, let's move on to our next bunker. Up next is a personal favourite of mine. It's located east of Radio Tower 3 SM and south of Recon Bunker Theta. This is quite well concealed. There's a little campsite next to it. Cooking station, maybe many of you have used. But in the bushes here to the east is another bunker. Inside you can find the remains of the people that held up here. It was a distress signal. You can have a little listen on the radio after you activate that relay tower. It gives you a bit of an insight to it. First aid, and there's some things in the coolers here. Lots of tin cans. Honestly, it's more of a really cool find than anything else. It must have been pretty grim for them in their final days in this area. Okay, let's head on to our next one. Without a doubt, this is one of my favourite finds. So you want to head over to the east coast, down to Lin Pier parking, probably your best fast travel location. Hub City Auto Wreckers is full of gunners. It's a bit dangerous, but all you need to do is head towards Finch Farm. Hopefully you don't walk through a super ultra minefield. That is a random encounter area. I've seen everything there from the gunners in their tank to Duke doing a little salvaging. You want to find this open bunker, go right into the back, some goodies, straight in. This pump house hides a unique weapon called the Gainer 44 Magnum that sets people on fire. The code is 10451. Entered via these buttons. I wish there was more places like this, because this is a pretty cool thing. So it was 10-4, yep, 5, Doing third person might be easier to see the numbers. And you can see there's a lot of gas around here, so don't fire something off. Or don't be followed, I suppose.
Excellent.
Set target on fire for 15 points. Still just a pretty good Magnum all the same. Fusion core and an industrial trunk full of goodies. I hope you learned something new today out of these 5 bunkers in 5 minutes. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next one.